Hey guys, it's Ker-Leen and you're watching Thrifty Chic, and today I'm just getting ready for a day out with the family, so I thought I'd pop in and just kind of walk you guys through my face for the day. So today I'm going to be first putting some oil on my skin, and I showed this oil in the mini beauty haul, and this is just a face and body oil. So I'm gonna start out with just a little bit of that. The great thing about this is that I could use this on my lips as well. I'm going to use my MAC Strobe Cream next. And I love this stuff. It gives my face a really nice glow for my makeup application, like after I've applied my foundation. This gives it a nice glow, and it also creates a layer for the foundation to stick to. And I'm avoiding my eye area. I am going to prime it, but I'm going to use eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to prime my lids, as well as the bottom of my eye and my eyebrow. So I just use this primer in the entire eye area. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but it works really good for me. So hopefully you guys are doing awesome. Things have been going pretty good for us with the new baby and everything. We're getting adjusted. Doing my eyebrows now. We're getting nice and adjusted to being parents. The only thing about that is the sleepless nights haven't stopped yet. So I'm not exactly sure when things get better. So now that my face is moisturized, I'm going to start working on my eyebrows. And I like to use my LORAC Pro palette to do that. And I go back and forth between the colors mauve and sable for the front of my brow. And then I typically use espresso for the end of the brow area. It's kind of weird. I've never had to talk while doing my makeup. I typically do my makeup alone, so I'm never like sitting with friends. When I look back at just everything it took for us to get to this point, it just gives me so much perspective. So, you know, whenever I have those moments where I'm like, not sure what to do because the baby's crying, or I'm like frustrated because I'm tired, not having gotten any sleep, I just think about what it took for us to get to this point, and it gives me so much perspective. If you're not familiar with our story, I'll link our story somewhere in this video, but basically for my hubby and I, it took us a little bit before we could conceive. It didn't happen easy for us like it does for many people. And now we're parents. So it's really interesting. Like, you're waiting and waiting and waiting for the baby, and then the baby gets here and you're like, oh my gosh, we're parents. So, but it's been pretty good. So now I'm concealing my brows. I like my brows to look really, really natural, like almost like I didn't do anything to them, which is why I'm very minimal in how I do them. And that's why I love the powder. I didn't used to use powder, I used to use pencil, but I feel like the powder just makes them look softer and just a lot more natural. So I'm really glad I started to use it. I didn't think I mean, it would work out for me using just powder. It's all in the powder you use, and also like the technique. There's a few things I'm learning about being a parent. First, you have to like be flexible and like plan for things not to go the way you want them to go. I used to think I didn't have that much time in a day, but I'm realizing I had so much time. Now I don't have any time, but I did. I had so much time, and even now I have a lot of time, because once we have the next one, it'll be like, oh my gosh, I remember when we only had one. And so doing these videos, it's been great. It's been a nice outlet, but I really have to plan and be strategic about it, because I really want to pump out videos and give you guys what you want to see, and just be a little bit more intentional about my channel. I'm putting on my foundation with my new Real Techniques brush right now. This brush comes in their core collection. So let's see how this brush does. So I'm just going to do one pump to start. Today I kind of want like a flawless finish, because I am rocking a really bold lip, like a really dark lip, so I want flawless skin. As you guys know, I also am a singer, so I do music, and in the past I've kind of put more of my attention on the music side of things, and this year I kind of want to shift things. I'm still doing music and I'm still releasing new music. By the way, I have a new single coming out around Valentine's Day, so stay tuned for that. you guys can expect to see just a lot more from me on YouTube. But in order to do that, it just is gonna take so much. It's gonna take a lot of time and attention. I'm really big on spending time with my family, making sure that I dedicate the appropriate time to my family. For my concealer today, I'm using this LA Colors liquid makeup. This is my first time using it since my haul. I'm using another Real Techniques brush to conceal. Oh, it's really thick, so it might work out really nice. And it's like 1 or 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. Huh. It's super thick. Oh my gosh. It smells like perfume though. That's kind of annoying, but. And I like to get all the way up really, really close to the rim of my eye. We're gonna see how this works out. So now I'm gonna take the foundation brush and blend the edges out. I wear eyeglasses and this is where my glasses sit. So there's like a dark spot right there that I always have to make sure is concealed. I'm also gonna go ahead and put some of this on my eyelid because today I'm doing a really nude, neutral eye, maybe a little shimmer. And I like a really fresh face with just like a pop of something, which is why all my makeup looks pretty much are really simple. I like what makeup does. I like that it enhances what you already have, and that's all I do with it really. It's just enhance what I already have. Well, okay, what just happened? So this liquid makeup just kind of, whoa, this thing really, really oxidizes. Oh my gosh, it just kind of disappeared on me. Once this liquid makeup sets, it disappears. Pretty much. Like, it totally disappeared. To set it, I'm using the LA Girls powder. And one of my subbies told me that this powder is, a lot of people like this powder and use it as a setting powder. So let's see how this goes. I'm using the little puff that comes inside of it to set my under eye. I'm just gonna rub it right in there and use the mirror that's on here. Pack that underneath my eye. And I'm just gonna really pack a bunch of that on because this stuff totally disappeared on me. Oh, I like the color of this powder. It's really nice. Yeah, this is really nice. So this is gonna give me that naturally flawless face I want today. That's probably way too much. This eye was like really patchy, so I wouldn't recommend this for under eye concealer. I wouldn't recommend this at all. I don't really like it. The powder is really nice though. The powder is really, really nice. Just gonna put some of the powder on top of my eyelid as well. Yeah, I really like the powder. While this eye just kind of sets a little bit, I'm gonna move on to something else. I'm gonna move on to contouring next. I like to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in dark cocoa to contour, and I just do it all the way up here. And just a little bit tends to go a long way. I'm going to use this Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. I really like how dense it is because it helps me get like a really nice seamless blend situation. So that's the one I like to use for this. Now that the eye has set a little bit, I'm gonna attempt to go back in with powder and see what happens, but this eye I feel like is just off. All right, so the powder seems to be correcting it. The powder seems to be helping it look better and help me blend everything out. So yeah, this powder, this makeup oxidizes. That's why this eye looks brighter than this eye. So I'm gonna kind of let this powder kind of bake under the eyes. I'm gonna keep working on my face, and I'm taking this e.l.f. blush and bronzing powder kit, and I'm gonna use this shade, the darker shade, to contour my face. That's what I've been using as of late, and I really, really like it. And I'm just gonna use the same brush, the same Expert face brush. And I guess this is more of like bronzing my skin, but this powder, the way it looks on me, it looks like more of a contour. As you can see, it contours my face, and it also gives me nice, like a nice bronzing effect. So I like that. So next, I'm gonna go into light bronze. I'm gonna use my finger to apply my eyeshadow. And I'm not being really neat about it. This is really messy, but I'm gonna fix it all up in just a second. So this is the new brush that I purchased at the Dollar Tree from Wet n Wild. And I'm going to use that to dip it into this darker contour color. And I'm going to pretty much just blend. So I don't know how I feel about this brush, but like I guess I would probably use it more as like a shader brush, but it looks like a fluffy brush, but it's not acting like, it's not blending everything very well. You get what you pay for. It's not like the best. It's not gonna be the best. Gotta pay for that. I'm going to switch to my regular blending brush. This is a BH Cosmetics blending brush, and I love these brushes from BH Cosmetics. They're affordable, but they're still quality at the same time. I've been learning that it's okay if things are not perfect. I remember when we first brought the baby home, you could probably hear him crying in the background right now. I just wanted everything to be perfect. And when we were at the hospital, the nurses were basically reminding us to, do certain things like check his diaper and all that stuff. And then we got home and we totally were just like, excited. We're like, oh my gosh, now we're home with the baby, now what? So after some time we checked his diaper, and this is right when we came home from the hospital, and his diaper was huge. It was huge. I mean, it was huge. He peed so much, and we totally neglected to check the diaper earlier, and I felt so bad. I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this. And I've just been learning not to be too hard on myself, because everything is not going to be perfect, and it's a learning experience, and that I just need to cut myself some slack, because I do want the best for him, So that's what I've been learning. I don't look at things the way I did when I first came back from the hospital. We've had lots of craziness happen since then. But, just coming home from the hospital, I kind of felt like, oh my gosh, how could I not know that my baby's diaper was that drenched? And I was really, really hard on myself during that time. So I've just been learning that, everything will work itself out. And I've also learned that, you don't have to take everyone's advice. Granted, advice is kind of what helps you move from different phases in your life to the next, but you don't have to feel obligated. I realize I don't have to feel obligated to take advice. I just take the advice with a grain of salt. Some of it works for us and some of it doesn't. And I have a specific way that I like things to be done. And I don't need to, feel bad because I'm not doing it how everyone else is doing it or how someone told me to do it. Even though I'm learning, I don't have to take everybody's advice. I could just see what works for our family and go with that. So I'm just gonna sweep away some of this powder under my eye. For my highlight, I'm gonna use this, I think this is just a setting brush, but I'm gonna use it for my highlight today. And I'm using this super old highlight. This I got from a beauty supply store. It's a Ruby Kisses bronzing powder, all over glow bronzing powder, but this color works perfect as a highlight, and that's what I'm using today. I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm gonna use this shade inside of the BH Cosmetics palette. Before I apply anything else, I'm going to spray my face with my e.l.f. setting spray. I know, it's a lot, guys. So I'm really enjoying being a mom. It's a really weird feeling, and I've heard it spoken about before. I've heard other women mention it, but I really feel empowered because now I have this baby that I'm nurturing and caring for. He's breastfeeding, and I care for him in so many other ways. And at the same time, I'm a professor. If you didn't know, I teach at a Bible college. I'm doing music. I'm doing YouTube videos. So I'm at this point in my life where I really feel empowered. I feel like, man, I can do this. God is really just blessing me and gracing me to get through this process and to do all of these things. And so for me, like, I just feel empowered. I pretty much just honor God with my everything. Next, I'm a wife. I'm a mom. You know, I have to make sure I care for this son that God's given us and blessed us with, a sister, a daughter. And so I have to make sure that I'm giving time to those areas, and then music and YouTube. So I really feel empowered, I guess, is what I want to say. To line my lips today and fill them in, I'm using the Jordana Easy Liner for Lips. This is in the color Cabernet. You can get this at like Walgreens, Rite Aid, wherever you have a drugstore that sells Jordana products. I think I just overdrew my bottom lip. I'm filling my lips in with this because I really like how dark it is. I love, and it's like a dark plummy color. So, I mean, I could wear this by itself. Like, I love this liner. On top of that, today I'm gonna be using this Film Noir from MAC. And this lipstick, I purchased it maybe last year, and it definitely has not gotten enough love from me. I like it. It has this brown undertone, so I'm just gonna apply it just to darken my lip up today. I'm really going for like a vampy lip. I don't know, I'm just in that kind of mood today. That's dark. So the last thing I'm going to do is apply mascara. I love using these two mascaras in conjunction with one another. The L'Oreal Voluminous False Fiber Lashes and the Maybelline Illegal Lengths. I think this is the end of the video. My last card was full. So all I'm doing is just applying my mascara. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat. I know these videos are really popular on YouTube now. If you want me to do more of these, let me know. And I have some more fashion videos coming up. I have like challenges, and I also have like fun stuff like husband does my makeup. I'm not doing any lashes today. I rarely do lashes. They're just too much, and then they come off, and I really hate when they start to come off in the inner corner. So I just typically just don't do lashes unless I'm doing something where I feel like I need the lashes. But this is the look. It's like a nice highlighted, simple face with a bold lip. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll probably post an outfit of the day next. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video.